The Struggling Artist Record Club is a vinyl record subscription service where I hunt and curate the best punk and punk-adjacent music out there and mail their record to your door each and every month. Imagine finding your new favorite band from across the country without ever having to leave the house. It doesn't get much better than that. The excitement of discovering new music just got that much easier. As a member of the Struggling Artist Record Club, you are going to receive some of the best music you've ever heard from bands you may never even heard of. Whether you've been collecting records for years or just starting out, the Struggling Artist Record Club is designed specifically for you. And right now, all new members get a Struggling Artist Record Club exclusive along with the monthly selection. So head to StrugglingArtistRecordClub.com, pick a membership, and start building that collection today.
You're listening to the Struggling Artist Podcast.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction.
With your host, Trev Allen.
I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Bobby Edge has returned to the podcast to talk about his latest EP, Dirt Handsome Volume 1. I love this EP. I love Bobby Edge. I always laugh and whenever he's on, and this was no different. Stick around to the end of the episode to hear a song off of Dirt Handsome Volume 1. This is episode 413 of the Struggling Artist Podcast, struggling with the return of Bobby Edge. I got Scott to start using Riverside when he started his podcast. So, and I don't know if I do his like producing, like I edit it and everything.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, I make his like graphics and stuff for, his, intros and outros and all that shit too.
Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
So like, I was like, you got to get on this. And like, I just messaged him last night. I'm like, dude, I was like, hey man, you're doing a really good job. Like, you know, like he's come light years from when he first started with Riverside and like not and having all these problems to like now, like I barely have to mess with his audio. You know what I mean? Like, it's
very cool
now. So, you know, he does great things, man. And like we were just saying, like him being up in the Hudson Valley, I can only see that being a big positive for everybody up there. You know,
very happy to have him here.
Yeah,
he does he puts on like great shows all the time.
I know. I want to go to some of these.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like bummed out, like when I can't.
Yeah.
You know? I've been trying to get him to come out this way too for some shows. You know.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think he needs to see Coffin Salesman. That was like,
yeah.
That's always the big one. I'm like, you got to see Coffin Salesman. Like, you got to come out for a Coffin. Yeah. So, maybe I can help get people up there or something. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, totally.
But like I over the last year, I've had a lot of people on from like the Hudson Valley, you know, I've had Trouble Bound on, Next Guard, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, man, and then I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, well, Bobby Edge is like right there.
Yeah,
you know,
I loved watching all those episodes. Those were great.
Oh yeah, cool, man. Thanks for watching, man.
Of course,
dude. I appreciate that. And we have Bobby Edge on video, which I never thought we'd get on the Struggling Artist. You know, this handsome guy.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Me?
So how's things going, man? I was thinking the last time we had you on, we did the artist spotlight for
oh yes.
Ill at Breeze?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember rambling and what was my phrase that I said about 300 times? I was like, you know what I mean? Or like
yeah. Those are fun though. Like when I do an artist spotlight, because like it's like Q&A. It's more Q&A than the regular conversations we have, right? And
yeah.
and then I chop it all up and I make this like cohesive thing. So I think that one came out really good too. Like
Thank you. That was fun.
that might have been the last one I've done. Actually, it was that one. Yeah. Because I like to give people the option. I'm like, hey, you wanna come on and do the only time I'm like, hey, maybe we shouldn't is if like it was too close to the last time they were on, So yeah, I like doing those. I haven't done one in a while. When was that? That was like 2 years ago now, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Holy shit, man! Time
2024. Yeah, I know, dude. Like I
flies.
was like, I put out one song in 2025, and I was just spent the rest of the time trying to write and do whatever. Oh, I was like touring or some shit. I can't remember. I can't remember what year things happened,
dude. The last
like I don't know.
The last 6 years has felt like one giant year that hasn't moved. So.
Yeah, it's yeah. I feel that. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. So what did you put out last year?
I just had a song called "Get Fucked Buttercup," and like I had the music for it, and it was going to be on a compilation, but like everybody else backed out, so I was in the studio, and then like the next day Trump got shot in the ear, and then I wrote like a song. I wrote the lyrics to it, kind of about that. Well, more about him being a piece of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. What else is up, man? I mean, you've taken the recording thing pretty far now, right? Like,
yeah. I'm working on a full length right now. When you first joined the chat, I was like alt tabbed in a different screen, like mixing, and then I heard Bobby Edge. Oh fuck.
Yeah. So I mean, now is you have your studio's close to you, right?
Well, I'm in my home studio right now. That's just in my kitchen.
Yeah.
And then I'll record bands at Nada in Montgomery. That's like 20 minutes away from me.
Nice. Now,
cool.
Is that like are you part of that studio, or do you?
I mean, like
you rent? I don't know how that stuff works. Like,
part of the money that I asked for goes to John, the owner, for letting me use the space. Yeah.
Because I remember one day I hopped on the social media to post something, and like I try not to hang out on there because of all the negative stuff, But usually, like the first. If I see something positive, what pops up, I'll scroll until I see something bad, and then I'll go do what I was there to do. But I remember seeing, you working with Hell Beach, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that is a fucking match made in heaven."
Yeah, that was a fun record. I did the tracking. I tracked the drums, bass, and vocals. They tracked the guitars, and keyboard. At their little studio, and then Reed Wolcott mixed it. And then my friend, did Dan Coutant master it? I don't know. I don't want to say that he did. I think he did. Yeah.
Now, did you know Hell Beach leading into that? Or
I knew Corey, the drummer.
Okay. Yep.
The first tour I ever went on was with it was with Jukebox, but we were playing with a band called OC45, and Corey was playing drums for them. This was like, oh my god, I can't even remember how long. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm gonna say like 12 years ago, maybe.
That's all right. We don't put facts out there. It's just speculation. What our old ass memories can remember.
I know, right? It's like, whatever. It was 10 years last week, whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's cool though. So you got to work with that, and I feel like their sound is something that's right up your alley too.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love their first EP that came out. And then when I heard that they wanted to record, I like immediately reached out to Corey. I was like, man, I would love to do this.
That's awesome.
I'd be like, this would be great. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was an awesome time. They're a very good band. They're very professional. They're like very good songwriters. Mm-hmm. It's the perfect combo of everything.
Yeah, that's good
to make it work. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those guys to death, and like I met Corey for the first time, at this past December at there's a show that Jamie from Loser Circle puts on every year, Tunes for Tots, and and Hell Beach was playing, and Corey came up to me and introduced himself, and I was like, "Oh, hi," you know what I mean? He's like, "Hey, I just want to say thanks for all the stuff you do for the band and like for all these other bands, and you know what I mean." So, yeah, it was really really nice to meet him. And it was so, but yeah, no, I saw that. I mean, I like again, I knew I was like, this is gonna be awesome, like Bobby had Jordan, you know. So, yeah, I mean, and then you've been, you know, you were touring last year too a little bit.
I think that was last year, or that might have been the year before. I did
Yeah.
that 3-month long tour with the Public Serpents, and then in May I did So I did tour last year. In May I did the Southwest and Punk Rock Bowling with them. That was cool. That was fucking cool, man. Punk Rock Bowling was such a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Las Vegas is very fun.
I never like, I don't know. There's certain places that I was like, I don't think I would. I mean, I'm a lot fucking I'm a fucking old man and I'm mellow now, but like when I was younger, like everyone's like, you want to go to Vegas? I'm like, dude, I'm going to end up in a fucking desert ditch with a bullet in my head if I go there. I was a fucking madman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I just knew, like, going there, like that town would have taken me. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, sure. I
It
can
would've gotten
definitely
me,
see
you know?
how it can get bad. We were
Yeah.
there for kind of like too long though, you know, like they had like the shows like Thursday and Friday, and then it like ran to Monday, and I think I went home Tuesday, and
Mm.
I just felt like such shit. I was just drinking way too much. I woke up one day feeling like shit. I was like, all right, we got to sort this out. And I find this tiki bar that has like $10 giant Mai Tai bowls. Then I have 2 of them, and I'm like, all right, I'm good to fucking be out and with the rest of humanity now.
All that sugar, I'm sure that
Oh
was really
man, it you know, yeah. I didn't really eat that much either, you know, but I found an all-you-can-eat sushi place. I think it was like $35 for an hour and a half.
Holy shit.
And then, like, they just like they just keep bringing it. Once you're done, you just tell them what you want. That was pretty cool.
I feel like all you can eat sushi is going to be on either side of the spectrum. It's either going to be the best thing ever, or you're going to like die from it. You know what I mean? You
like
know,
it wasn't bad,
yeah,
but the slices of the fish were very thin compared to
that's
normal.
fine. At least it was like, you know, it wasn't yesterday's catch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. They just want you to fill up on the rice so then they can save the fish.
Yeah. I remember I ate like grocery store sushi one time, and it was probably I was like, this is one of the worst adult and I've made a lot of bad decisions in life.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is definitely one of the worst ones. Like,
Oh yeah.
sitting in my car, like listening to sad music and eating fucking grocery store sushi. You know, life is bleak at that point, you know?
There was a grocery store near us. I'm not going to give up who it was. I will say it was in Poughkeepsie, but there was a fucking bone in one of the pieces of sushi. And I was like, yo, chill out with that.
It was a grocery store or a gas station?
It was a grocery store.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Had a fucking bone in it. I was like,
That's
yo, what?
crazy. That's crazy.
I didn't know fish had bones. Fish bone. I don't know. The
Isn't that a
edibles kicking in.
Isn't that a band, Fishbone? No?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So I mean, you know, and then so you were on Scott's podcast. You were on Scene Support, and like I remember, so I was editing that video, and first thing I got jealous. I'm like, Bobby Ed doesn't do video with me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, but here we are. But but one of the things I did notice is like I feel like you're really like you're coming into your own with this recording thing, and I feel like
I hope so, yeah.
I feel like it's something that like not that like I knew like because we've talked before about you like, you know, doing the recording thing, but like you speak with it with more like confidence behind you now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I've gotten to get a lot more experience now, and I know what I'm doing more than I did before.
Right.
And I think, you know, that's a good goal to have.
Yeah. Look at you get all shy when I give you a compliment. Come on, Bobby. Yeah. So, I want to ask you this too. So, I know you're a big Brian Wilson fan, and he also passed away last year, right? And has that kind of I don't know. Does that make your music like? Has that affected you in a musical way at all?
Well, it's weird. It's probably affected me more on a existential view of mortality kind of way. You see you see somebody like that is like an icon, and even like Ozzy Osbourne too. You're like, oh, these guys can't die.
Yeah,
They can't die. What? Then you think about it, and it's just like it kind of like I think about it a lot. I think about it's got to be tough, I don't know, especially for his family and all the traumatic things that happened, and but yeah, I mean, I definitely I'm still listening to all the stuff. Can I say this? This is a little tangent, but
Yeah.
the Beach Boys are putting out this new box set, and they have unreleased, they have Adult Child and Beach Boys Love You, and I was like, I found out about it, I don't know, like a week after it got announced.
Yeah.
Immediately sold out. I was like, bro.
Man. So you don't have it? No.
I got Brian Wilson live at the Roxy. I bought that for myself for Christmas.
Right on. Now, I'm not a big I'm not a religious person, or I don't I don't really I don't believe in that shit. But but I feel like if there was such thing as the afterlife, I feel like wherever B. Wilson went, he ended up hearing Bobby Edge and was like, fucking right on,
I would hope so. Yeah,
I
would love
so.
that.
I think if I was making up my own religion, I'd be like, when someone who's heavily influenced by someone else, when that influence passes on, they see what you do, and we should start a cult, Bobby. We could.
I mean, sure.
We could sell this fucking life, man.
I mean, it's effective.
Yeah.
Recent.
Right. No, I was just wondering,
yeah.
if you approach music, and I don't know if it I don't want to say it I mean, it's a tragedy when someone dies, but
yeah.
if it affected your creativity at all in a positive sense,
Well, I think that I know that when he died, I thought about his arrangements more, and I was just because I was watching more videos of him talk about what his process is like, and watching him play piano and such, and yeah, that definitely. So I'll say this: I'm gonna be on a compilation that's coming out sometime this year. That's all Beach Boys covers.
Wow.
And I did a song, and I literally went through all the different videos of recording this album and this song, and learned almost not only just the song and all the harmonies and all the parts, just the history behind it, and the personnel who played on it, and all these other just really interesting things, and it added a whole nother layer of appreciation to that music,
Hell yeah. So also, I it's funny that you say that, because you released. So we're going to talk about Dirt Handsome Volume 1, right? And
hell yeah.
And the first single was like Animal Bites, right?
I like animals that bite.
I like animals that bite. Sorry. Yeah. And I've noticed you've done a lot of promoting for it on social media, and you've talked about things about the song and everything, and which is awesome. I think I like that. I like to know the ins and outs of things, and I think it helps the artists when they're doing stuff like that. And have you noticed any difference in that with people listening or whatever? Or
yeah, I think people are being much more receptive, because I'm just pounding. Well, maybe I don't want to say pounding. I'm jumping into their feeds more often now, because I'm just posting some stupid idea that I have every day. I'm like, oh, this will make some people laugh. Let me try to figure out a way to do this, and get them to go listen to my song if they think I'm cute and funny.
Yeah. You're on the talk now, right?
On the top?
TikTok.
Oh, well, yeah, I kinda. My presence
I think
there.
I see you there all like whenever I go on. Maybe because I only follow X amount of people, but like I see your stuff on there too, and I'm like, damn, man, Bobby Edge is everywhere.
I usually try to spread it out onto everything as much as I can. Sometimes I forget, and then because there's like I don't know how many platforms do I got to post on. I use Instagram as my main one just because it's my favorite. I just like the idea that it's pictures and whatever. I don't know. Yeah, pictures and whatever. That's it. That's sort of struggling with the pictures and whatever. That should be the title of the podcast.
I get it. Like so, like I feel like Instagram is like a home base for a lot of people. Like I basically like that's the only. I'll put everyone's like Bandcamp up, and then I'll put like if they have a website up, and then I'll put Instagram. Or if they have like, if they're really active on all the socials and they have like a link tree, I'll put the link tree up. You know what I mean? Because like I trust me, man. I have to post just about every day, and like, I do it when I. Hopefully my boss doesn't listen to this, but I do it when I first get to work every morning. I have a few minutes, and I'm like just going through like it's like all right, so we go to Instagram first, and when I post from Instagram, it goes to the Facebook automatically, so I don't have to worry about that. Then it's like. My Threads account is tied to the other Instagram account, so I have to go on to Threads and post it there by itself. And then I was like, all right, now we're on this Blue Sky thing, so let's go on Blue Sky and post there. And like then after Blue Sky, it's TikTok, and I'm like, all right, we finish up there. And like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a lot. Like it's like, oh man, yeah. I wish like, I'm sure there's some kind of fucking platform out there where it will post to all of them for you for $15.99 a month. Maybe when we start a cult, we'll put that
for the basic plan.
Yeah,
if you want the super ultra premium plus, it's $300 a second to use.
Yeah, that's where a membership will be called, the super ultra premium plus for the cult. Like the cult of Bobby Edge. We're gonna call it the cult of Bobby Edge. I think
Yeah, there'll be different tiers. There'll be like premium, ultra super premium, gold, diamond premium,
I mean, hey, it works for the Catholics, right? Like
just for a small donation fee of $3,000 a month, you can be a part of the cult. What does the cult do? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about Dirt Handsome Volume 1, man. Like when did you write these songs? Like, were these like, did these just come? And I know we've talked about like how you write and everything, but like, dude, you stay so true to what you're doing and still have like these fresh ideas for songs, and it's awesome.
Well, thank you. That makes me very nervous to write more because I don't know how long I can do that for. In all honesty.
Yeah, no. And I think like in every one, like every album, you bring like a new element to it too, right? And like,
well, I try to make it at least a little bit different from the last one,
Yeah, I feel like this one was a little bit like some of these songs were like a little bit louder, like a little more, slightly more aggressive.
Yeah.
What we've heard in the past, but you still stay true to that sound that you have, which is awesome. So it's a good mix and match, So yeah. So sorry. When did you start writing these?
I think when I got back from tour with the Public Serpents, so that like the beginning of 2025, I think. Yeah, like January, February, and I wrote them one by one, like and then I went into this, like, I didn't have like a solid lineup of days. I just like kept writing as the year went on. And I one of the songs, Strange Tales of New Jersey, I only started, I think that was the first song I started writing for Dirt Handsome. And it was only because one of my friend Alex, who actually wrote the lyrics for Calamity of Now, hit me up, and he was like, hey, there's this band that's asking people to do a compilation for songs about like New Jersey and or maybe more specifically Wawa. I can't remember which one it was. And I was like, yo, that sounds sick. And then like I immediately started working on it and get in touch with these guys. But as like I said with the last compilation, that like fell through, and then I was like, I had this song, and I was like, wow, I really like this song. I don't want to just and I kind of built everything else around that.
Okay, that's cool. I like that song a lot. I was listening to that song, and, like, as soon as I heard Junior Soprano, the sample, I texted you. I messaged you. I'm like, "Was that Junior?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have so is that you at the end talking about the Jersey Devil at Wawa?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was just I like to let the mic run sometimes. And I'm like, all right, guys, just let me just try to be like silly or something and get something in there, you know?
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. What made you use a soprano like sample?
At first, it's because
The Jersey thing?
well, on the Public Serpents tour, we were rewatching The Sopranos at like everybody's like house that we were crashing at.
Yeah.
You know, like we would crash in their living room, we'd be like, "Hey, man, do you think it'd be cool if we put on The Sopranos?" And like, we were just like watching through that. It was fresh in my mind, and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect for New Jersey." But then, you know, as the song kept going, I was like, I started using just any voice clip that I thought made sense in the song. I was like, well, Blade isn't really New Jersey, but it's a reference to vampires, and then the Revenge of the Nerds, the nerd scream, and I think that's all that's in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like doing that. I like the whole thing with like recording and everything is like you get to manipulate sound. And when I was a kid, I always used to take like my CDs and upload them to the computer, and then like just cut them and put them around in like different orders and stuff.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
and like, you know, try to make like Will Smith say like butt fuck or something by like, you know,
That's awesome.
but yeah, like, and I just like the idea of the, little voice clips. I think they're the little silly things that are fun to stick in there like Easter eggs.
Yeah, I think I've had a couple people on now that use like a few different samples in their albums, and I'm like, let's quoting like movie samples, you know? And
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a lost art. Like that was a big '90s thing, and then it went away, and like, you know, and I know I had Mike from Unseemly on. He's like, yeah, people give me shit. I'm like, there's not enough in them. People are like, you have too many. He's like, there's not enough. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like, I like that. Like, so when it was year 2 of the podcast. Yeah, it was. It was when or re-2 of the relaunch when we kind of went to a music direction with it. My cousin who had a podcast at the time was doing a big benefit thing for T1 for the what is it, I forgot it's the diabetes. It's like a diabetes foundation. T1D. Like they were trying to find a cure for T1D and whatever. And he was doing this thing. And he's like, "Do you want to like be part of it?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me see what I can do." And at that time, I asked every music artist that I had on it. I was like, "Hey, can I use the song that we played? Like, can I use it on this this mixtape that I'm gonna make for this fundraiser?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." And I woven in like each song before the song came on, like I had a snippet of their podcast episode with me, you know?
Yeah.
The hardest thing ever was trying to master that thing for cassette. Cause like it kept sounding like it was underwater. And I was like, I don't like that. I needed to sound better. And like, I actually learned how to I learned where to go to kind of get it done for free online. You know what I mean? And, and like, I was like, all right, I'm just going to hit these buttons until I like the way it sounds. But yeah, no, I think that's awesome. I love when there's that stuff. And you're right. I get like an adrenaline rush from it or whatever, an endorphin hit or whatever. Because it's like, oh, I know that movie, you know, or like I said, I heard Junior Soprano and I was like, whoo, you know. And funny, you said you guys did the rewatch. Like when I got sick, so my job, we had a shutdown it was like an end of year shutdown. So I was already out of work, but like I couldn't leave the couch, like except for go to the bathroom. And like I started watching The Sopranos again, and like it was on a little earlier. I'm still navigating through it. But one of my favorite Junior Soprano quotes is something that I say all the time since I heard it when it was like first aired on TV is "Go shit in a hat." Like, and if I'll be a little I don't know, open up a little bit. So like I told you, I've been sick, and like one of the things I had to do was like I had to do a stool sample, and they literally you have to shit in a plastic hat. Like, we're talking about butt stuff on the Struggling Artist.
Oh
today.
man. Really, it's like it's called a hat, or it just looks like a hat.
I don't know. You know what it looks like when I was a little kid and I would go to like a 7-year-old. When I was 7 and I'd go to a 7-year-old birthday party.
Yeah.
And they had like the plastic cheap cowboy hats with the string that always like pinched your skin. They look like one of those. It's just a plastic fucking sombrero, you know? It's like, and so when I went to see my PCP, my regular doctor, I wasn't doing Sherm, I went to go see my doctor. I had said something to her about, I had to shit in this hat, and she's like, we call it the hat. Like, it's like, that's like the unofficial term that they, behind closed doors, the doctors and nurses call it the hat, so, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. That was my little soprano.
I love
story,
that.
I guess.
Yeah.
I always have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I told you, I think the first time you came on and we were talking about the Beach Boys, I told you my Beach Boys story. Like when I forgot which member it was. They were at this bar I was at in North Carolina, and like I kind of got into it with the guy, and I was like,
yeah.
Fuck off, dude. You're not even an original member. Like,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my soprano story. No, I think that's great. I like that. I like and like you do things. You're like, to me, Bobby, like you said, you like to make these cute little funny videos to make people laugh, and maybe they'll check out your music. But like that goes even further when you're putting like little samples like that in your music. Like you're a positive dude,
Well, I want it to be a good reflection of like me and my personality, and
hell yeah.
I think it's like a signature, like that I'm gonna. It's I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't I don't know how to describe what I do other than just like put how I'm feeling out there in a song.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. And like we've talked about this before. Like you'll talk about some heavy subjects too, like with your music, but you put your Bobby like you make like you could make a sad song sound like dance music with like the what I mean with when you go into that like little surf sound that you got, so
Thank you.
No, it's great, and it's a good way to get it out there, like you gotta be you, and much appreciated with that. So yeah, so all right, so yeah, track 2 is Strange Tales of New Jersey. So you built the EP around that.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I really liked Life is for the Living. Like that's a good tune on there.
That's a Beach Boys song from
Is it?
From that unreleased album Adult Child that's coming out in that box set that already sold out. Because like I did that song and I was like, people are always like, Bob, you should do a Beach Boys song, and I was like, well, obviously. So then I figured, I was like, let me do the most fucking unhinged one that they have about exercising and like eating right. Like it
Right on.
And you know what? Like it started my interest in that. Like I would fall asleep listening to Beach Boys records in the Nintendo sound font. So it's like it's the Nintendo 64 like Super Mario instruments, but arranged to play like these obscure Beach Boys records, like Beach Boys Love You and Adult Child. And then one day I just woke up with my headphones on, and it was Life is for the Living. It was just like with the Mario fucking shit, and I was like, oh,
it's
man,
awesome.
This is great. And then
Where did you find that?
You know what? The Beach Boys subreddit.
Right
there's some unhinged shit. And then like the Beach Boys Circle Jerk subreddit is very good as well.
That's awesome.
But yeah, and I did the demo for basically the beginning of that song just because I had an idea in my head of what it would sound like, and I didn't think I was gonna finish it. And then I just kind of got obsessed with it one day, and I was like, I'm gonna finish this demo and figure this out.
Right on. And like you said, you said you did every song, like you did one song at a time.
Yeah. Like I would get the demo done, and then or as soon as I was close, I would book the studio time, whatever it was like closest, and just did that 5 times.
Nice. Now, do you when you're recording music for people, and you work with them on that, like, do you do that with your own stuff, or do you prefer to have an outside ear listening to your stuff?
Oh yeah. So
'Cause, like, I know we can always be our worst critics, but sometimes we'll overlook something too, right? Like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
person- yeah.
I track the demo here, and like I don't try to go overboard with how I want it to sound. I just get it close enough,
Hmm.
and then I take that into the studio, and then we basically kind of rebuild it, with me playing everything again and having my friend Brad come in to play drums, or Kevin, my old drummer, or Jeremy, and then the other guy who played drums who left, Joseph, and then my friend Craig. Like, it's hard. Basically, I'm just saying it's hard to get drummers.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not, because there's 7 of them that play
Right,
with me. But
Yeah.
oh my God, where did I just drift off from? I'm sorry.
Recording the songs one by one.
Oh, yeah. No, my friend Sean Paul, not
I saw that video. It's not that Sean
not
Paul.
that Sean Paul.
It's this
Don't
one. Yeah,
don't
yeah,
say
yeah.
that. Don't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. That was a good video, man.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
like, again, you're doing these like awesome things. Anyway, back to recording with him.
He's really good, and he has a really good ear, and I like working with him. And whenever I go to Nada, it's either my friend John DeClario or Sean Paul, and I think they both do a great job. I don't so whoever has the closest available date, I'll be like, all right, let's do this, and I trust their ears. They'll tell me, oh well, do it this way or try this way, or maybe that sounds like butt, don't do that, and I'll be like, all right, well, let's see you try to do it. No, I say yeah.
That's funny.
Well, sometimes if I'm stuck with a harmony or something, I just like text John. His house is right next to the studio. I'm like, I don't say, hey, can you come help? I just like insult him as much as I can. So he storms down. I'm like, hey man, we need you to get in the vocal booth.
Right on. So tell me about, I did watch the your little promo video for I Like Animals That Bite was awesome. Like, tell me about like getting like that song, like how you got in, like, where it was coming from for you and all that stuff.
That one just started out as something that I said to my wife when my dog was nibbling on me. She's like, stop roughhousing with her. She's gonna bite you. And I was like, it's all right. I like animals that bite. And as soon as I said that, I was like, that's a good song title. And then like I had a list of song titles before I even had songs. And like I was on the Public Surface tour, and I would just I'd keep adding to the list. And everybody's like favorite on the bus was I Like Animals That Bite. And I was like, you know what? I can't wait to get home and write that song.
Yeah.
And that one was just kind of like stream of consciousness. I had the music. I track all the music first, and then I'll just sit here and like torture myself listening, and then I come up with a melody, and then like the melodies slowly form words, and then the rhyming dictionary comes out, the thesaurus comes out, and next thing you know, I'm like, and like it goes by in a flash. And then I step back and I'm like, oh my God, there's something here, something that's finished,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Now,
mostly finished.
Is this the first time you've done it this way, where you had the titles of songs first, or?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I always keep a bag of titles just in case, of things that like dumb things like Dirt Handsome, for the record name. That was just a memo on my phone. I was like blackout drunk when I wrote it. I was like, and I looked at it the next day. I was like, what the fuck does this mean? And I was like, you know what? I was like, I think I know what it means. It was like,
it means
yeah.
I'm putting out an EP next year.
Yeah. It's like Dirt Handsome. It's fucking like Josh Holloway from like Lost. I don't know if you're familiar with that actor.
I don't think I'm no.
He's just like
I didn't
a-
watch Lost. I watched one episode and got lost. So I was like, all right. I think I came in on like the last season. I was like, what's this show about? And I was like,
well.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, you know?
Yeah, that's tough.
So all right. So Dirt Handsome is Josh Holloway.
Yeah, like kind of like a more handsome version of Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
like more ruggedly handsome, less like meth Kid Rock look.
Yeah.
You know, like
all right. I'm looking at this guy right now. I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what a dirt handsome guy. Like, you know, he's like got like dirt on his neck and like dirty jeans, and he like comes home and he's like kicks
he's like a
his
handsome
boots off.
villain.
Yeah. Man, he had a show on HBO that got canceled called Duster, where he drove a Duster.
When I looked him up, yeah.
And I really enjoyed. I enjoyed it. It was like a stupid, fun action TV show.
It looks like almost like a 70s kind of action throwback, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
You know what it is? People don't understand that stuff. Like they're like, "What is this?" No, you know what I mean? Like they need everything to be so literal and like planned out in front of them. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right. So, well, so that leads me to my next question.
Yeah.
Is that weed wrapped in a Wendy's napkin?
That's a title that got added to my list on the Public Serpents bus. Because like we were just sitting there, and there's like almost like this like little kitchen table kind of thing with all like the, I don't know, pots and pans or whatever. And I'm just like walking in, and I just see weed in a. I was like, "Yo, is that weed wrapped in a Wendy's napkin?" And then like, I think it was my buddy Nolan. He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "The guy who gave it to us didn't have a fucking bag."
Dude, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than a drug dealer who doesn't have the accessories that you need. You know what I mean? So, not that weed's a drug dealing thing. Well, it depends where you are in the country, I guess.
That's true. I forget where we were.
Yeah,
that's where it was a blur.
Yeah. I'm like, if I got to bring my own baggie, dude, I want a discount. You know?
Yeah, right.
It's like bagging my own groceries at the grocery store. I'm not getting paid for this. So you're like,
yeah, right. And then now you got to pay for the fucking bags.
Yeah,
right. You're doing it yourself and paying them more for it.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. Yeah, but so like this song though, like tell me about the song. So we got the title out of the way.
Okay, so I like to get drunk and eat chicken on a stick. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I like to take my friends to this yakitori joint in New York City and get drunk and tell each other stories and like laugh. And then, you know, kind of just thinking about how I'm getting older and how I thought I would have things figured out by now, and how my brain is still just like a jumbled mess of fucking, like, you know, those like super bouncy balls.
Yeah,
like there's like 100 of those just going like, like all day long. And it's fun, you know. I was like, oh man, this will go away one day, and no, it never did. For better or for worse, I don't know.
I am relating so well to that at this moment. Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of about like that stuff. And there was a band that I was kind of like getting obsessed with their EP, and I wanted to write something that kind of sounded like them. There's a band called oh my god, hang on, what the hell is the name of this band? They're from Atlantic City. Oh god, Gutter Drunk.
That's a great name.
If you hear their EP, I forget what it's called. It's their newest release. Like you'll know exactly that. Like I was inspired by like those tunes on there. I just thought it was so cool. I was like, man, this song's so cool. I want to write a song like this. Like, and I like challenged myself. I was like, all right, I can't use the same chords. I can't be in the same key, but I got to try to make it sound like it's that kind of style. And it was a fun little challenge, and made me think about writing in a different way, and like outside of my normal like box, you know?
Yeah. That's cool. It's always good to give us those little exercises that challenge us a little bit, you know what I mean? Especially to grow as an artist. And yeah, I do that with my writing. I've been doing it more recently too with my writing, like with doing that thing and doing that kind of sort of thing, like trying to trying to write differently. I'm attempting to write a song again. I just can't. I have too many words in my head for a fucking song, but I'm gonna give it I'm gonna try my hardest.
Do it.
And we're like, I'm at a planning stage right now with it. Like I'm such a fucking nerd, dude. Like I'm planning a song. Like
that's how it starts. I don't know.
dude,
Yeah.
you know what I did? Like I am a notebook junkie.
Okay.
I have so many notebooks that are like I have like for this year for the podcast notebook, like I have like it's like a meetings notebook. Like I have things structured out. And then like over here, I have like this is like a different kind of this is like a note-taking system for like when we do like the monthly podcast stuff. And then like I have fucking like anyway, so when I was a kid, when I first learned how to like do creative writing, they taught us how to like, you know, like the brainstorming like thing where you start in the center and you branch off and you do this, you do that.
Oh yeah.
And I was sitting here one day, I'm like, do they have a notebook with that? And they do. So I bought one.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this is gonna help me write a song.
That's
think.
great.
And like,
yeah.
So I have like the page all filled out and I mean, like even the spaces that weren't boxed, like I have stuff written in them. So I got to figure that part out next. Like,
that's cool though, man.
But I'm a fucking nerd, dude. Like I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna
that's cool.
I remember I wrote a couple years back, I wrote 2 treatments for songs. I'm like, do they even do that? Is that even a thing? Like, I know you do treatments for like, I've written like film treatments and stuff before. So I was like, I'm going to write a treatment for a song. And in one became a poem that I just recently was on a compilation for. So that was
hell yeah.
Cool. But it took me fucking 5 years to finish it and put it out there because I'm a fucking psycho, but
Sure.
But like, no, it's cool. Like, so, think going outside of your normal realm to like kind of exercise those creative muscles is a good thing, man. And it, I like that song a lot. Like this whole EP is awesome. Yeah. Hoopla. Let's talk about Hoopla.
Okay. So this is, I have a friend, who passed away named, Bob Gibson. And, he's a very big personality, a very warm guy with a big heart, and everybody knew him. Everybody loved him. And I figured there was going to be a bunch of very sad songs about him that people were going to make, and I wanted to just make one that's like me and Bob's greatest hits, and like I mean, if I would, the song would have to be like 30 minutes long to really say how much I wanted to say, but I think I picked my favorite experiences, like the hard concrete biscuit that I got the first time I went to Golden Corral. Was with him, and he was like, okay, Bob, close your eyes. I'm going to drop my phone and the biscuit. You tell me which one is which. And you couldn't tell. The biscuit was so fucking hard that it hit the plate like at the same. It sounded just like the. And I had it shrink wrapped back here, but I have mice out here in the woods, and they fucking broke in and ate it, and it got all moldy. I was so pissed off.
They broke in and ate it.
The mice broke in. Like, open up! It's the mice.
Yeah, you got a home invasion.
Yeah.
And they ate your brick.
Yeah.
Your brick biscuit.
Yeah. But and then like the end of the song, the letter to Mike Dirnt was we were at Fest, and I didn't pick up his phone call the night before for what I think I was like passed out. I was just like dead tired from getting like too drunk at pre-fest. And then I met up with him the next day. He's like, I will forgive you if you open up your phone, open up Instagram, find Mike Dirnt, and type him this message. And then he dictated the message. Or I think it was Bob and our friend Kevin and Furbus. I think everybody participated in, but that, and then he was from Detroit, so behind that is the "Don't Stop Believin'" keyboards. And he was the one who told me that like Steve Perry made up South Detroit because south of Detroit is actually Canada.
Yeah.
which so
Yeah, because it hooks in, right? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So that, and, him and I would, every time I was on tour, me and him would just fucking, I don't know, we would go hard. We would stay up drinking beers, watching TV and listening to music all night. And there's a good picture of both of us passed out with our like bellies out, holding hands, listening to like, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. I think somebody has a video of it too.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's like my little tribute to my friend. Yeah, no, he was a great guy, and I think it's just nice to have a song of fun memories and not something too sad. But which there's nothing wrong with that either.
Right.
I'm just saying from I want to I that song is more for me than like anybody else, as like a picture book or like a, what do you call, scrapbook of our friendship.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. No, that's great. That's great. Makes me like the song even more, dude. Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. So you released your first single, right? You released your first single at the end of January.
I already forget what day it was. It was
I got it right here, actually.
Okay.
Dude, your EPK is fucking legit, dude.
Well,
like,
thank you.
Sent me this thing. Like, I've never seen a Bobby Edge EPK until now, and I was like very impressed with it. By the way, so
thank you. I worked really hard on that one.
Yeah. I like Animals That Bite. You released the first single on January 23rd, and then on the 30th of January, you dropped the video for it, right? Yeah, and then here, we'll be a little candid. The time of recording this, the second single isn't out yet, but it's going to be out by the end of the week. So,
yeah, they don't know that. I haven't been like promoting it like that.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows that that's coming out. I did like the Mega Infinity Twitch live stream, and
what's that?
It's this band Mega Infinity. They do this thing Mega Wednesday, where they'll play requests of like music that people ask, and they'll show like music videos from other bands and have people on and like live performances. It's very cool. You should check it out. Check it out.
I will.
But yeah, I was like, all right, since it's like a live thing, I was like, all right, we'll let them talk about like Dirt Handsome and stuff, and we premiered the video like 2 days early on there, just as a little sneak peek. That was
which
fun. One? For I Like Animals That Bite.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, so like whoever was watching the live stream got to see it like a premiere.
Yeah. Like 2 days before it came out. That was fun. I like being a little sneaky like that.
Hell yeah. And then, like I said, you've done a hell of a job promoting it. I feel like every day I see a video of you talking about this or talking about that.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, so, keep that up, man. Like, I think that's really good. So so the second single is coming out, or it will be out by the time this drops. The album, I think, will be out by the time. The album will be out by the time this drops. So, so you're doing the release is on the same day as like a record release show?
So I'm playing a show that day.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't announced it yet, but like, it's funny. People are going to see this and be like, he knew the whole time. Well, yeah, I mean, it's my plan. Here I am having an imaginary conversation now. But yeah, I figured, you know what? And it just worked. Like I'm skipping a week, instead of releasing the video a week after the single drops, just because that's like Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's gonna like give a shit. So I figure if I wait after that, do the video the week after it, and then release the album the week or the EP the week after, be like it flows pretty well, gets me in a nice spot where I want to be.
Are you playing solo or do you have a band right now?
It's gonna be a duo. My friend Jeremy, who's been playing with me for a while, he toured with us when I had my bass player Charlie with us last year or 2020. I don't know. Like I said, the years are all fucked up for me. But
Did I
Jeremy,
meet Charlie? Did I meet Charlie at Ilix Fest?
yeah. Charlie stuck with the band for a while, but he's like retiring from like doing any touring or anything, and just I get it. But yeah, it's gonna be me and my buddy Jeremy on drums, just guitar and drums, and he's like great at singing harmonies and stuff, so it works out pretty well. And he's also a very talented drummer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very, very, very cool. So that should be a good one.
Nice. Where is that going to be at? I mean, this comes out after, but for my own knowledge.
Hang on, here we go. I'm going to do it like it was in the past. It was at the New Windsor Veterans Center. Nope, sorry. Orange County OCNY Veterans Center. Damn it.
I got a lot of editing to do.
I'm sorry.
That's
oh,
all
boy.
right.
But yeah, that's cool, man. It's this band, The Mooks, which is Vic from the Slackers, like his little side project that he does. So I'm excited. That's gonna be really cool, and like a lot of my friends are gonna be there, like playing, like the band Thieve. I love all those guys in that band. They're fucking awesome, and Troublebound, and yeah. Well, I play in Brian, the drummer from Troublebound. I play in his band now called PRPE.
Really?
Where he plays guitar and sings, and
wow.
Our friend Sky is on drums, and my good friend Greggy Bubbles is on guitar.
Nice.
We just started calling him that yesterday. Greggy Bubbles.
You got the inside info here.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, congrats on Dirt Handsome Volume 1. I think, and one of the things I love about you and in your music is like you put a lot of heart and soul into it, but not just that, like the vibe of everything, right? Like these songs, you arrange the songs in the correct, like the best way, I feel like, and it has a nice flow to the album, and like it's I like when I can listen to an EP and I feel like it's more than that, right? It's got the weight of it to it, and yeah, I know. Great job, man. Great job with it. And like I said, the name Dirt Handsome's a fucking great name. Great name. Are you doing any like physical release for this one, or are you gonna just do digital?
You know what? Ow, my back. Oh, I should have stretched. I got CDs.
Okay.
CDs nuts. But this is
CDs are nuts. Yes, you're right.
It's not gonna focus, but that's a snapping turtle from behind like a bar near my house. I think his name is like Norbert or some shit.
There's a snapping turtle with a name.
Yeah, he's like lives behind a bar that I go to, and they like feed him like mozzarella sticks and shit. So he's like always coming back.
That's awesome.
It's probably not good for him, but.
You ever been to Worcester? You ever seen the snapping turtle statue in Worcester?
No, I've been to Worcester before, but I've never seen the snapping.
It's very weird. I'll send it to you.
I think Ralph's Diner. I've played there.
Oh yeah, Ralph's Rock Diner, and then we have the Hotel Vernon. The Hotel Vernon is like the last. Is that the
one that's on the corner? Is that like the pirate ship one?
Oh yeah.
I played there with Michael Caine before. Yeah.
That's a great place too.
Yeah, that place is really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going to Ralph's this Friday. I hope. So
hell yeah. Who's playing?
Leather Lung. They're like the metal band. They're really good. It's like
very
party
cool.
metal. Like think of like White Zombie era metal. Like it's like groove metal. It's awesome. Yeah, they're really good. So that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. And so you got some CDs for it.
Oh yes, and sorry, tapes. I have tapes on the way through A Few Good Records.
Nice.
They're doing the tape release. I'm pretty excited for that.
Nice. That's awesome, dude. That's I like cassettes. I always probably because I mean when I was my youngest memories, I remember having like an 8-track player, but I had one 8-track and it was like YMCA. and I had one vinyl record, and it was Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Damn, that's a good one. Yeah.
But cassette, because I'm a cassette era kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I do like cassette. I try to get them when I see them. I think of those more of like art pieces than anything. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know,
It's something
But-
cool, like very cool that you could display.
hell yeah, yeah. You know, and I think when people, so I've had this discussion before, like and I think CDs are kind of making a comeback now too, which is which is weird
I
to say
really
that
hope
CDs
so.
went away,
Yeah.
because like that's what trumped everything up until the digital world, right? Streaming and everything. So, but like, having those, even if you do like put something out on vinyl, having a tape and a CD, I think really helps at shows when people don't want to lug around a vinyl. So, but they want to support and get something, so they'll get like a cassette or a CD and just stuff it in their pocket, right? And like, so those are that's good to have, man. And I don't know, I'm just nostalgic for like old media,
It's cool. Yeah. It's
I would collect VCR and VHS tapes if I had the room, but my records take up too much of my fucking place, We got to get you out here, dude, this summer maybe or something. Come play my house, dude, for one of the house shows. Yeah, all right. We'll talk about that when we get off of here.
the guy playing drums with me is in Massachusetts.
Really?
He's in Western Mass, but I'm sure it's
Yeah, that's not that far from Worcester. It's Western. I mean, depends where in Western Mass, right? If he's
he's like 2.5, 3 hours from me, I think.
yeah. That's
I don't know if it's north. Well, it's got to be northeast. Yes.
North. It depends where. It depends where, right? I guess.
Yeah, I don't know where Massachusetts is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All
right.
New England fucks me up. I know where Maine is. Rhode Island, not a clue. I couldn't find it on a map.
It's because it's so small. That's where I'm from. I'm from Rhode Island originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
moved out to Worcester in 2011, end of 2011, and like I just liked Massachusetts, and I was like, oh, this is going to be home base, I guess, So, but yeah, no, New England's weird because you can actually get through all of it in a day,
Right. Yeah.
So.
And they got what is it? The Wieners, the New York system. Is that?
Oh yeah.
I had my friend Derek, Derek Rossi, like years ago, him trying to explain it to me, and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. He's like, nah, they're Wieners, kid. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not a hot dog. It's Wiener, New York system.
Yeah. That's a Rhode Island thing. Yeah. Onlyville is where you really get the good ones, like the authentic ones. But
I would like to try one. I'm down.
in Worcester, we have something close. They're called Coney Island dogs. They're
Okay. Yeah.
They're a little different, but
Sure.
Same thing. But no, dude, you come out here. I live near that part of Rhode Island, even though I'm in Massachusetts. So I'll bring you for some fun. You come play at my house, and I'll buy you some system wieners, dude.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to get sissed up with the Wieners. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. I'm a cis man with some Wieners.
All right, so I know
this
Dirt Handsome Volume 1 just came out, right?
Yeah.
See that? I did that.
Yeah.
But what's next for Bobby Edge? What are we doing? Like, are you still playing with the other band, or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the time of recording, I'm still playing with PRPE, and I'm filling in on bass on the 21st for my friend Elio's band called Knife Throat for a show in Yonkers. And then, do I have any? I play in Jeremy's band. My drummer, he has a band called Blue Museum. I play bass with them. And basically, like anybody that's like, hey, you want to fill in? I'm like, yeah, sure. I can't say no to anything.
Bobby Edge, the Mercenary.
I like doing it. It's fun. When you learn other songs that people write too, it's kind of fun too, because you kind of get to like know them in a weird way that I feel like not a lot of other people will do.
Yeah, can you expand on that? I like that idea. I like that.
Well,
I like that.
When I like playing with different people, and you kind of get like a little glimpse inside their like how they write, and like how different things that they do, like different maybe patterns that they'll use a lot and maybe do different things. And I don't know. I think it kind of says a lot about a person, like the way that they write. And it's like a more intimate way to get to know somebody.
Right on, dude. That's awesome. I never even thought about that, but it makes total fucking sense.
Music is like, it's all the same language, but like everybody has like different accents. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
It's very cool. I'm very interested in how other people like play and like perceive music too. It's
awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I want to go have chicken on a stick and talk about life with Bobby Edge.
Yo, hell yeah, man! We'll get a pitcher of beer.
Like we only hung out at Ilex Fest that one time, and like, but every time we talk, it's like we've been friends for fucking 30 years, man. Like, oh, thank you. Yeah, man. I want to have chicken and life talks with Bobby Edge.
Dude, it could happen.
Yeah, we should have. It should happen. How about that? Yeah,
it will happen.
Yeah,
if we have to manifest it.
Well, yeah, it will happen. Definitely, it definitely will. And we'll have wieners. We'll have wiener talk too.
I'm ready for that. That's right.
Wiener talk with Bobby Edge, dude. We've thought of awesome things, events like Wiener Talk with Bobby Edge and Chicken Talk with Bobby Edge to the Church of Bobby Edge.
Yeah.
Right? Our cult. Yeah. I think we are in for nothing but riches in our future.
You know what? I hope so.
Right on, man. Right on. Well, cool. Bobby, where can people see your awesome videos on social media? Where can they buy your music? And why isn't your last year's single? Oh, because that was for a comp, right? That was for a comp.
It was originally for a comp, and I just decided to.
That, and why isn't the new stuff on Bandcamp?
Okay, because.
Do you like fractions? Is that why?
No. Ill at Breeze, I did put up there, but everything will go up there. I just kind of being the one man like manager, artist, and everything.
You just need someone like me to tell you put it on there. That's all.
Yeah. But I mostly am on Instagram at Bobby Edge. You can find my YouTube channel, Bobby Edge. That's where you're gonna find all my videos, my Bandcamp, Bobby Edge. I get in at the ground floor of the Bobby Edge shit every time a platform opens up.
Because I'm like, you have to.
Because somebody already has BobbyEdge.com. That's why my website is thebobbyedge.com.
Whoa,
so fuck that guy.
Who got your website?
So my okay, I see you typing now. It's fucked up, and I need to update it. But I did finally delete my old 2024 tour dates.
Wow. So whoever has just BobbyEdge.com? Like, wait, so you said someone took that from you?
No, BobbyEdge.com, I think is, hang on, let me look.
It just says, welcome to my site.
Yeah. So I can't, somebody, I guess, bought that.
I'm going to get this.
And,
I'm going to get this for you. I have ways, okay? I gotta hire a nerd, but I will find this person and I will get this web address for you. Because that's bullshit.
I mean, I guess, you know what, they probably just, I don't know how it works. Maybe just had or maybe it's somebody that hates me. That's like, you know what, fuck this kid. I don't want him to have this.
Yeah, because all it is, dude, it's just like a white thing, and it has 4 words of text. Welcome to my site. And that's it. I'm gonna find this guy. I have a what's the quote from Taken? I have a particular set of skills. Like,
wait, imagine if there was like a secret thing to click on somewhere.
That would be awesome. And then it took it to your site. Yeah.
Welcome to my site.
We're gonna find that. That's crazy. That's crazy that anyway, but you are the Bobby Edge, right? You are the Bobby Edge.
TheBobbyEdge.com. Yeah.
And you have a little icon thing under, like, next to your web address. That's like a Burger King thing.
I don't know how to do that. The guy I paid to do that figured all that out. But I know how to update it on the back end now. He talked me through it. And I've been putting that off to update because it's another.
Oh, it's a time suck.
It's another
it takes
thing.
Time.
Yeah.
That's how I am with like with the website for the podcast. Like, and I have like, I have people helping with here and there with it, and like that's great. And like, and Arya has been one of the biggest, like one of the best things that happen is him joining like the struggling artist team or whatever, because like he has so many good ideas, and like he had this idea. He's like, you should have like an event calendar thing for people to post. I'm like, yeah, but like I just don't have the time to go in and take their input and then post it, right? So I ended up like figuring out how to make something so it did it automatically, and it worked for like 2 weeks, and then it fucked up. So yeah, so I got to figure that out. But it just takes time, dude. It just it's like it's a lot, man. Especially like you make music. You're not a web designer. That's the way I.
Yeah.
Whenever I have someone on and they're like, we don't market that well, and we don't do this. I'm like, it's because that's not what you do. What you do is you make art, and that's what you do. Like that, and you make music, and like you know what I mean. Like that's you like. It sucks that you have to do all the other stuff, but like no one can fault you for not. Like it's not your wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like we're all out here just doing the best we can, Bobby Edge, and like so you'll update your website when you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, soon, hopefully. I don't know, maybe.
And pretty soon you'll have that other web address. We'll see.
All right. You strong arm that guy.
I don't want to incriminate myself, but we'll just say there's ways of getting that.
Okay.
There's ways of getting that web address.
Understood.
But, yeah. So, I mean, do you have like an endless source of songs? Like, are you going to put something else out this year, maybe next year? Are you not even looking at that right now? You're just focusing on this release, or?
I have studio time in April.
Yes. How did I know?
I have like a loose concept of what I want to do, and like maybe some parts, and maybe like a song or two ish, but nothing demoed yet. It's all just like still in my hands on my guitar at the moment. I've been busy, man. I'm just record. I've been mixing a record. Can I don't know. I think they'll be cool if I tell it. Should I? I mean, I don't know. They have to have announced it by then. Well, it's Cold Rex. Do you know that band?
No.
Okay. It's my buddies from the city. Try to think. They used to be in like other bands.
Cold Rex?
Cold Rex. Yeah.
Like WRECK or REC?
Yeah, the W's.
The W's. I'm gonna check them out.
Oh, they're really good. This record is like awesome. I really like the songs. I'm having a good time mixing it. But that's kind of been like taking up most of my time.
Yeah, that's nice, man. It pays the bills, right?
It's fun. Yeah. But then I think March I'm gonna try to keep open so I can mostly like demo stuff and figure out what I want to do in the studio in April.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Well, where can people get in touch with you if they wanna book time with you?
Oh, you can email bobbyedgemusic@gmail.com or just DM me on Instagram.
Right. And I cut you off because I was worried about that website name earlier. So what was your Instagram? What's your Instagram handle?
Oh, @BobbyEdge.
Oh, that's right. Everything's that but the website, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I think like when I had a Twitter, somebody else had Bobby Edge, so it's the real Bobby Edge. Some of my things are the real Bobby Edge because somebody else has Bobby Edge or Bob Edge. And let me tell you this before anything else, these motherfuckers at X Design, they made this backpack, right? All their backpacks are called Bobby this, Bobby that, Bobby, whatever. They made a backpack called Bobby Edge. Now Google my name, you'll see it. It probably comes up before I do now.
Nope.
Oh, I beat him.
Well,
I'm beating him out, or just
on my algorithm anyway. My Google has your Instagram, your website, and then X Design. Then Man,
finally,
those are like
I finally got on top of them.
Those are ugly backpacks too.
Yeah, I don't know. I taught like one of my friends, put me in an email chain with a lawyer, and he was basically like, he's like, you're fucked. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
He's like, since all they're it's like Bobby theft prevention or Bobby Plus, all their bags.
Yeah,
yeah. They're like, and they're from England. They're like, if you could prove you have like a big enough presence in England, and then it's like damaging to your name. And I was like, all right, yeah. I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Why don't we create that and then tell them they can use your name if they make a Hawaiian print backpack for you.
I would appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
that'd be pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
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 But I like to go off on a rant about those fuckers.
I can help. I have so many good ideas for you. I don't know why I can't think of any good ones for myself, but I have a billion of them for you. From religious cults to fucking backpacks, man.
That's the name of the episode.
Right on. Oh man. Well, Bobby, man, hey, thanks for coming back on. It's always a pleasure. And like I said, I told you I was feeling a little ill earlier, and I said some Bobby Edge will do me good. It did. So, man, I love you, dude, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see you again, and I can't wait to see what you have next coming up, man.
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. We'll find out together. Yeah,
get out together. One of these ideas are gonna stick that I have for you.
Hell yeah!
All right, we'll talk soon.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, and that's the show. I want to thank Bobby Edge again for being today's guest on the Struggling Artist Podcast. In the show notes, you will have links to Bobby Edge. I want to thank Chris Chavez, Jeff Bousquet, Aria Rad, Ryan Cowell, and Dave Anderson, the Struggling Artist Podcast team, for all that they do. Give them all a follow on the Instagram. Chris at 716thesound, Jeff at JRBimage, Aria at coffin_salesman, Ryan at 13th floor _Ryan, and Dave at pinball_punks. I want to thank Mark over at State Line Records for sponsoring the podcast. Head to StatelineRecords.com and buy some vinyl from Mark. Thank you to the band Loser Circle for always letting us use their song, The Great Illusion of Time, off of their album Took Long Enough. And it took me long enough not to screw that song name up or the album name. I don't know why I always bumble over it, but that was good. That was a good one. And here I am now rambling about it. That's all right. Head to our website, thestrugglingartistpodcast.com or podcasttsa.com or just strugglingartistpodcast.com, and click the link under sponsors where Loser Circle's album cover is, and that will bring you to their Bandcamp where you can purchase their record. Just do it. Seriously. And tell me you did it so I can tell them, hey, these guys bought this record because they heard it here on the Struggling Artist Podcast. To everybody over at Patreon, thank you so much for being patrons. I hope you enjoy the content over there. I got some stuff to mail out to the patrons, actually. So if you want to get on the list, head over to patreon.com/podcast TSA. Check out the fees. They're inexpensive. It helps the podcast. It really does. It helps us with everything that we have going on. When we do projects outside of here, you become a producer of it, which is awesome. I don't know. We're just out here trying to build a community. You know what I mean? We're trying to make a community better. So, head over to patreon.com/podcast TSA. If you reach out to myself, I appreciate it. If you reach out to somebody else who reaches out to us, I appreciate it. If you listen to the podcast, I appreciate it. And and if you leave us voicemails, which we haven't gotten a lot lately, but if you want to leave one, head over to 774-570-1552. That is the phone number to call for the Struggling Artist Podcast hotline. Or you could text the same number and leave us a message that way, 774-570-1552. I don't think I've checked any messages since we did the anniversary episode back in early January. So I'll have to dig the phone. I don't even know where the phone is at the moment. I got to find the phone, and then I'm going to check the voicemail. So make sure you leave one so I know that it was worth me spending the time to find the phone and turn it on to check a voicemail. 774-570-1552. Thank you, everybody who listens to the podcast, like I said, who reaches out and all that stuff. So it's time to get out of here, and we have a song to play. This is off of Bobby Edge's latest album, his EP, Dirt Handsome Volume 1. The song is called Strange Tales of New Jersey. Until next week, take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you then.
Bag under the couch and a box of One day I woke up to a $2,000 credit card charge. I didn't make that purchase, but who did? But now I know who you are. You broke into my house, you stole my credit card, and you took off like an ass. I'm so over it.
You know, this one time, this is a true story, I saw the Jersey Devil. It was during Hoagie Fest, and he was getting a cheesesteak from Wawa.
I often wonder about the karaoke vampires that we met at the Red Lion Inn.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate on me.
The guy at Exxon, I think his name was John. He would listen to the Harry Potter books on tape, spend his paychecks on swords. Whoa!